I bought a welder at the Lincoln Electric plant when I was like 15 years old, just getting into sculpture, just welding shapes. It just seemed like a good place to start to kind of see where that leads to. Like I was kind of thinking long term, just by welding shapes together, for no other reason, you know. And then I ended up scrapping them because, you know, just to practice. And that led to, you know, a lot of the skyline pieces, the series I've been doing now for a while, which is really just a bunch of composition of just, you know, stuff for the most part, but composed in a certain way to where it's kind of orchestrating, kind of like almost a bit of a feeling, I like to think. I was wanting something that did something more, so I started to think about function. Like, what can I do that everyone needs, that I could just do all different types of, that already has a certain strict sizing to where you can't go wrong as long as a certain size, that I can just kind of dive into. I'm like, oh, furniture. You know, it's like post-industrial, taking like the raw, dirty surplus and keeping that grime and rust as, like, you know, it's accepted as interior, you know, decor use. And it's like a new breed of industrial furniture. Take everyday industrial objects and utilize it into functional, tasteful home products, you know, with my own twist. It's like there's not a certain top that I always stick with. There's not a certain material I always stick with. You know, I treat like a project like it's a problem. You know, and there's certain ways to go about a problem, and it's not done till that problem's fixed. There's a certain formula that I've kind of came up with that makes everything come together in a certain way, that it's not like a certain style or even technique. It's just more of like the way you go about the whole construction of it. You got to be versatile. I try not to be a one note. You know, I'm willing to collaborate with the customer. It doesn't all have to be about what I want, but I want it to be arranged in my own way. When I first started getting into this, I really didn't want to do certain things like that. And then I realized, not only can it get things going with other people long enough, but you kind of build a relationship with people. They have no idea on how things are built, but if they can input something that's going in their area that they're going to enjoy for a long time, I think it means a little more to them, and also me. It's not a only my way or no way type deal. And really, I like the grime, raw, crusty stuff that, you can weld whatever. You can just grind off the rust and crud. I look at it as just material, and then I kind of merge and fuse it all together through certain patinas or chemicals that I use. And living in Cleveland really helps out the whole way that I can even further it and develop it just by the surplus machinery places, even avenues, outlets, or even interior designers are all getting more hip to this kind of look. And what better place to get it? And my whole vision really is just to keep it simple. You can do some eye-popping stuff while keeping things simple and clean line. I like things utilitarian. That's kind of the key word I like to think. So every line, every shape, to have some sense in the whole functionality of it. Comfort, look, make things, I try to keep things as simple and to the point. It's not easy and it's not always consistent, but you kind of have to have a drive. You kind of have to want it. You gotta want something. I get a kick out of just starting from nothing and making it work by sticking with it. And over time, other people will notice.